I'm awake. I'm awake.
Alright, what's up guys? I'm just some dude that plays video games. And today we're playing some more World of Warcraft. I think this is episode 38 of our self-owned hardcore druid. Last time we left off, we attempted to do some herb picking here in Swamp of Sorrows. Which went okay. I think we're just still a couple levels shy or more being able to comfortably farm in this zone. So we're going to pivot. This is not going to be a very high octane episode. I'm going to start with something chill and easy here. So we're going to fly to Stranglethorn Vale and do some more quests in the northern portion of the zone and do as much herb picking and fishing as I can. Our goal is to boost up our alchemy to 195 or higher. And to that end, I'm going to need a lot more life bloom, steel bloom, strangle kelp, oily blackmouth will help. And then we can come back into Swamp of Sorrows to gather more things more like Fade Leaf and Goldthorn and all that fun stuff. We managed to pick up a handful of herbs while we were in the zone. But I noticed we were really only comfortably able to farm in the western half of the zone. Can't pick blindweed until 235, so you'll notice blindweed is 50% of the herb spawns here. So it's just kind of pretty sparse pickings. Like I said, we did get some Goldthorn, got a little bit of Fade Leaf, and a tiny bit of life root, but it's just not. We're not getting those particular flowers at the rate that we need to get our alchemy into the next tier here. So back to Stranglethorn Vale we go. Had a pretty productive morning. I purged some old files, several hundred gigs worth of video files that I had used for old content that I no longer need. Hoping I didn't shoot myself in the foot by doing that. I uploaded the 3 episodes that I recorded late night last night. I kind of ran out of the energy to edit and export and upload, so got that taken care of. So there's 3 new episodes up this morning already. And I also have the whole day off. I was supposed to work tonight, but someone else was looking to work a shift, and I went ahead and released mine happily. So yeah, got the whole day ahead of me to look forward to. I had in mind after I finished this one here to go treat myself to a nice solo dolo lunch, because I do like to go out to eat probably at least once a week, usually alone, so I can just hang out and put on a little YouTube video with my little earbuds, have a nice quiet meal and maybe a beer or two. And yeah, I do that at least once a week, just as a way to get out of the house and touch grass, as the kids say. Have a tiny bit of human interaction. That's usually very awkward because I'm an awkward person. It's easier for me to just talk to myself here than to interact with a stranger in person, but I mean, I don't think I'm alone with that. Now, I have to decide. Actually, probably, honestly, should fly down to Booty Bay really quick. Sorry for all the flights right at the top of the episode, but I want to empty the flowers I have in my bag now. Make as much space as possible so that we can just crank out some questing. I know it's hard to see my questy icons, but we need panthers and tigers from the north central area of the zone here. We're going to need lash-tail raptors from around Gromgal. Oh, the panthers are more down here. Those are higher level, huh? But yeah, tigers and raptors from here. Also, blood scalps for their ears and tusks, which we already kind of started. That one has some kind of poo-poo drop rates, though, so we might be at that for a while. But all throughout here, I'm going to be picking as many herbs as I can and trying to also to hug the coastline for fishing nodes. Floating wreckage would be ideal, but I will take snapper and oily blackmouth for alchemy as well. Also checking like those strangle kelp nodes while we're fishing, because those can still skill me up, both through free action potions and mana potions, so that would be helpful. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be this episode. A little bit of questing, a bit of flower picking, and some fishing along the way. So yeah, just keeping it easy peasy to start while I'm getting acclimated to the day here. And then I'm gonna, like I said, hop off and have a nice little lunchy punt. What can I take out? Yeah. Large Fang. I don't think I'm actually ever gonna use you, Large Fang, so you're gonna just go away. You're gonna go to a vendor. Grave Moss. So let's do this. Let's pick out flowers that will stack that we don't have a ton of right now. Like these three, I guess, are fine. And if there's anything else I want to put in the bank, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think I'm just going to keep the rest of what I have on me. That silk can go away, though. Keep the rest of what I have on me. And yeah, back to Gromgall we go. Making sure I don't have any quests here that are appropriate level. Actually, I should pick up that Singing Blue Shards quest, because I will be along the coastline where the basilisks that drop those are located. So let's do that. Then I'll come from in here. I'll just get it on my way to the Flight Master. I'll sell off these fangs before I forget and venture out too far. I'd save them with the intention of making the Great Rage Potions, which I never ended up stumbling upon the recipe for. I'm sure I could look it up, but I am lazy, so yeah. This is from the Geologist. What do I want? Singing Blue Shards comes from Crank Fizzlebub. Crank, where you at? It's not that guy. Wait, does this guy send me to... Oh, also to the lake. Nazartiti. Nazartiti? I don't remember what it's called. Nasferti? Is that what that said? Nasferiti. Ferriti? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna give up on saying that. Anyways, the Singing Blue Shards will come from those basilisks along the coastline where I'll be spending some time fishing, so I might as well have that quest. I think they're level like 35, 36, but no big deal, we're close enough. And back to Gromgall we go. So we're primarily after life root, so we can make greater healers. I have lots of King's Blood, 52 of them to be exact. So some life fruit to make those would be great. Strangle kelp to make. Mana potions would be great. And or free action potions, although I'm less likely to use these. It'd be nice, I guess, to have a few or a stack of them in my bags. So like when I'm tanking or if I'm questing against mobs that I know are going to stun me or snare me, I can pop those ahead of the pull, but... it's kind of like a niche potion that I won't be using often. It's better for like PvP or raid settings. Again, mostly as a tank. I'm going to save my Steel Bloom for when we hit 195 so I can make greater defense elixirs. So beyond that, yeah, I mean, I'm just really after Life Root, Strangle Kelp, and... I guess more Steel Bloom. It's most of what I'm going to find out here. So Steel Bloom will be along the ridge lines here near the Trolls and Raptors up north. Life Root mostly around the Murloc Ponds. Strangle Cup obviously along the coast. Khadgar's Wisdom and King's Blood kind of sprinkled throughout, which I will pick when I see them, but yeah, mostly after what's going to skill me up. So let's do that. I think the most natural flow will be to just go ahead and start with Raptors here, work my way towards the Murloc area to peep some life roots, and then work my way north from there. So start close to town and expand out from there. I'll get my buffs going in a moment here, including a food buff, because I think I'll be able to make some better food pretty soon. So let's go through what we have. Do I use this one? How much does this give me, actually? doesn't say. I'll save that for dungeons, I guess. So we got that buff. Let's food buff up. I'll put that there. Take that off. We'll put that there just in case. And we're gaming. I'm gonna make these bandages super quick just in case. I don't think that I've used a bandage on this character yet, but you never know. In fact, let's just swap that out. Okay. It looks like someone else is out here killing raptors as well, which is fine. There are plenty of them. They're level 36, so... Oh, 35, 36. So I might get some glancing blows here and there, but otherwise should be very easy to kill. Just gotta watch my HP between pulls and be mindful of chain pulling too much. Yeah, should be pretty chill episode. Later on, I'll get back into Nomergon for another run. I'm definitely comfortable tanking it at my level, but you know me, I'm always more comfortable doing healing. And I have yet to DPS a dungeon on this character. I was thinking about that earlier. I don't think I've ever DPS'd a dungeon on this tune. So that'd be kind of cool, I guess, something different to do. Definitely the least pressure of any of the roles. I just try not to rip aggro off my tank and shred things. That's it. What I like about questing here in Stranglethorn Vale is most of the quests are kill quests. The ones that are not kill quests, the collection quests, are really obnoxious because they have pretty poo-poo drop rates, like I mentioned earlier, but more often than not, you're just getting kill quests, and not even all of the collection quests are that bad, to be honest. It's mostly just the trolls that just seem not to want to drop their tusks and whatever else. But with these raptors, I just gotta kill 10 of them. Oh, crap. There's a quest in Gromgal to do this as well. It's the defensive Gromgal, I want to say. Unless that's the ogres. That was really stupid of me. I should have checked that first. You can kind of like double dip on these last shell raptors. Luckily I'm only 4 deep, so it's not the end of the world, but I'm pretty sure I have to kill 15 of them for a quest in Gromgal. And I'm not seeing that in my book, so let's fix that. Defensive Gromgal, though, it might be these ogres first. What level are those guys? 37. We're gonna find out. I don't know. All the quests kind of swim together in my brain. But yeah, I want to say the defensive Gromgal is the quest I'm after. It matches the level of the Raptor Mastery quest, so that makes the most sense. Well, let's find out. Comes from this guy. Yep, last show raptors. Okay, take it from the top then. I guess we're killing 15 now. I'm glad I thought of that relatively early though, instead of like, killing all 10 and heading north and then realizing later that I needed to kill 15 more of them. So yes. Glad I paid attention at some point. Now I do again want to kind of check around this pond here. It's going to be heavily guarded by murlocs. But yeah, I'm already seeing life roots, so let's make our way down there. What level are these guys? 35. And unfortunately, since they're humanoids, I'm probably going to have to end up killing a lot of them to clear out my herbs. I thought that Oracle pulled for a second. Did he? I think he did. No, there's no way. I think I heard an aggro, and I'm still in combat. Yep. Cool, so that Oracle did end up pulling. Am I line of sighted yet? Negative. Okay, where exactly is he? Let's try and pull him a little closer. Bro, is this for real? He's gonna run out of mana though. So just let him come to me. There we go. Level 37, huh? I don't like that. But I do like life fruit, so... Oh, purple lotus. I'm not even sure if I can pick that yet. Definitely can't use it for anything. Off the top of my head. Okay, cool. We didn't aggro that third one. So, where is this life fruit at that I am peeping? It looks like I'm right on top of it. Just mouse around a little bit. I am so blind. Bro. This is embarrassing. Hey, what's that destruction over there? I'm like right on top of it. There it is. I need to turn down my foliage, but I refuse to do that. Like having the full gaming experience, you know? I want to see the world as it was intended to be seen, you know, fully rendered, all of the things. Now where's this other one at? Oh, he's gonna spot me. He's literally on top of it. Okay. Let's hope this is the only guy that pulls with this. I'm gonna want to save... I'm probably just gonna want to save some energy for Shred so that I can prevent him from running too far. Or I could have Ferocious bit him, I guess. That would have made just as much sense, but... Bite also dumps all of your energy, so if it wasn't enough, I would have been kind of sapped or spent after that. I wouldn't have had anything left to do but auto attack. Now the purple lotus I think I'm going to skip if I can casually climb my way out of here without aggroing anything else, but it looks like I'm going to have to go out this way. Luckily we have Feral Instinct, which improves my stealth a bit, so I think I can, yeah, pretty easily sneak my way out of here. No big deal. The question is, do I want that lotus or not? Can't even pick it. So let's go with Gnaw. Sneak our way back up to the raptors and pick up where we left off. That was worth though. We got 4 life fruit, so that's pretty much 4 levels there. And whoops, I meant to just like pop out of stealth, not pop out of cat entirely. And back to raptors. Might be waiting on some respawns here. There was a warlock killing them a few minutes ago, so yes, they might still be dead. Oh, speaking of respawns, holy, hello. Thanks, that was a lot of parries, misses, dodges, and things. All back to back. He is level 36, so I guess that makes sense. We'll do one more claw into bite. Ooh, level 45. That hurts. Okay, now we're gaming. 14 more. I might kill trolls on my way north, but I do want to like kind of beeline it to the Elder Tigers, which I'll do next. Because there will be a lot more troll killing as we explore like the coastline and the northwestern ruins in pursuit of Wild Stubblum. So we'll have other opportunities for that. Throw a heal on myself. Maybe a little rejuve just to top me off. And crap. Do we have to go over here for more raptors? There's one. I swear I'm trying to learn how to use my hotkeys. I took the time to put them all on keys I was comfortable using. Now I just have to use them. Like sometimes it's like just easier to move with WASD and then click the abilities. Just depending on like how much movement's happening. That's like mostly in dungeons, I guess, when I'm trying to like chase after mobs or whatever. You know, old habits die hard. And I've said it before, I have stupid fingers, so they like to hit the wrong keys, or like hit multiple keys at once when I'm trying to hit a specific ability, which annoys me when I do that. You know, it's just user error. It's not anything wrong with the system. It's just the me and my dumb brain. But like when I'm Like when I'm moving with WASD, it's also like hard to like hit other keys with my fingers because I'm using my good fingers for movement, and then I'm just down to like my ring finger and stuff, you know? Well, actually I use my ring finger a lot for moving now that I'm thinking on it. Can we fairy fire, please? Sure we can. But slowly but surely, you know? It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but it's not impossible. We needed new thorns already. That went fast. That was a fast 10 minutes. Where are we at recording-wise? 20 minutes in? Doesn't feel like it. Probably because we spent so much time just flying around and tinkering with our bag space and whatnot. Which I usually try to, like, do at the end of an episode. So that I don't have to, like, fumble around with bag space and travel at the beginning of my recording. But last night, I was playing till probably like 5 o'clock in the morning almost. He's gonna notice me but not see me, if that makes sense. He'll detect me but not spot me. I was playing till very late in the morning and my eyes were going heavy, and I was worried that like I was gonna blink for a little too long and I was gonna turn into just lightly dozing off while I'm auto running into mobs that are 2 or more levels ahead of me, or higher than me. And that just sounded like not safe, so I bailed out. And honestly, we weren't ready for Swamp of Sorrows anyways. So it's probably for the better that I just cut my losses. It wasn't a total waste, like I said. We got a little handful of flowers while we were there. We got some skill ups. What are we at now? 205, 206, yeah. So we're getting closer to being able to pick blindweed. And hopefully this venture will help close that gap a little bit. But yeah. Cool, so we need how many more? 8 more. About halfway done. Looks like the Warlock has finished, so no more competition on these mob kills at the moment, at least. It's kind of middle of the day, so people might still be at work. This might be a good time to do my questing. But after this, I will, like I said, take a little break. I'm craving some ramen, so I'm gonna go have some nigiri, some ramen, and a couple Sapporos, and then come back for some dungeon runs later on. We need Nomergon again, hopefully for the manual crowd pummeler, but I'm definitely not farming in that dungeon. It is not my favorite dungeon to run. And as we get like higher and higher level, I feel less and less confident in my tanking. In fact, just thinking about tanking a Nomer later is making me feel a little bit anxious now. But whatever. I also don't have to tank, so if I'm feeling some type of way when I get back from lunch, I will just heal or DPS. I don't, you know. I'm not making promises to myself, I'm just stating intentions, and if I decide to go back on those intentions, that's okay. I never want this game to feel like an obligation or a chore. It's meant to be played to have fun. So if there's, you know, there's something that doesn't exactly sound fun to do, I just won't do it. And that's okay. But I also, when I made this character, said that I would try to tank as much as possible, because that's the role I'm least familiar with, and least comfortable with, and I wanted to just get better as a player overall. So I feel like I'm a great healer, I'm just an okay DPS, and I'm a kind of meh tank, so I'll work on that. And to that end, practicing using my keybinds will help immensely, especially as we get into those, you know, higher tier dungeons that are a lot scarier and require you to really be on your toes. Luckily though, I'm not like a new player, I'm just like newer to tanking, so I know enemy and boss mechanics, I know the layouts of dungeons, I know a lot of the What's that? Life root. Fuck yeah. I know a lot of the, like, reset spots and stuff. I cannot believe he didn't see me. That's actually wild to me. I'm gonna backpedal towards that life plume, but I gotta watch my back for trolls and croclisks. So yeah, I know, the lay of the land when it comes to dungeons. I just am not well practiced or experienced with tanking, so... we'll work on it. Okay. That was nice of you to spawn right on top of me. Life root. There it is. It's like I'm seeing it on my minimap. I'm not seeing it with my eyeballs. Now, which crocklisks do we need? Okay, they're around this lake here, so we'll have an opportunity to pick more life root potentially over there. I think I can just casually snipe this fishing node without aggroing this dude, maybe. No. You stay there. As long as that's as close as he gets to me, I'm chilling right here. And I guess, since I do plan on doing a decent amount of fishing this episode, I'll go ahead and move my fishing to a hotkey. Fire Fin Snapper are only marginally helpful to leveling me up right now. I do have lots of King's Blood to use, so I guess even the chance at leveling up with a yellow is worth spending some King's Blood on, because I don't think I'm going to end up scooping 25 each of Life Fruit and Strangle Kelp, so I'll need to go through that King's Blood somehow. And the fire elixirs can help with that, I suppose. Oops. I think that first cast was fine. But yeah, floating wreckage would be ideal. Because those ironbound... That wasn't close enough. That's crazy. I really thought it was. The ironbound... Oh no. Did stepping forward make me too close now? It may have. It did. Fuck you. I'm gonna finish fishing. You can kiss my ass. Alright. Let's deal with this thing. I should have just killed it to begin with. It's just feeling lazy is all. But yeah, the ironbound chests that can be found, both from schools and from floating wreckage, can contain... I think they're going to have greater healers and probably regular mana potions. But also potentially some greens that could be useful to me. But most importantly, bags. I need bags so freaking bad. I still have 2 6 slotters and an 8 slot. Mostly because I've been too cheap to buy bags because I don't have a ton of gold. I'm trying to save up for the mount. I'm still nowhere close. But... Oh no. He died on the rogue quest, I think. I think you're supposed to use an item on Polly to, like, either make it not aggro you or like make it not elite so you can kill it or something. I don't know. Can you tell I've never really leveled up a rogue? But let's backpedal towards... I said backpedal. Towards this herb. And then finish off the last shell raptors before we... Jesus Christ. That blast wave scares the piss out of me, dude. I hate these shaman. Also wasn't smart to go in half health on that pull, but... I wasn't scared for a second. What? It's fine. What do we need? 3 more. Only 3 more raptors. Then we'll move back towards those... Is my shit choppy? Oh no. Am I being paranoid, or is my shit super choppy? I think after I complete this quest, I'm just going to take a brief pause to double check what my video quality is looking like. And then I'll just splice that together in post. I just tinkered with my settings before I started recording. And I thought it was looking fine. Oh, level 50 just fell to their death in Orgrimmar. How did you pull that off, dude? Big sad. Anyways, like I said, I was just playing around with my settings, and I did like 4 quality checks while adjusting settings here and there, just like one at a time to try and hone in on the smoothest quality that my computer wants to output. And I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record over the last several episodes talking about my video quality, recording quality, but it's been so frustrating to try and get the perfect image out of my settings, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really tech savvy, so it's just like researching things and kind of playing around with settings, trial and error style, until I get it just right. And I thought we were looking smooth as butter before I started, but as I look over to my OBS, it's looking kind of choppy. But again, might just be paranoid. And I'm just trying to get better, slowly but surely, both in my gameplay and my production quality. So let's head back up here. I'll go into stealth, log out super fast, and just check the recording so far, see what it's looking like, and make any adjustments should I have to. So I think here's about safe by this tree, we'll call it. I should log back in, already stealth, so yeah. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, and I'm back. False alarm. I checked the recording and it was looking like crystal clear. So I think it was just probably since my OBS is on my second screen. And it's just like appearing to be choppy in the playback, but it's looking like the recording looks smooth as butter, so we're good. I should just not look to my right and trust the process. But like early on when I started making these episodes, if you look back at the early videos on my channel, the video quality is just dookie poo-poo. It's like super pixelated. If it's not pixelated, there's screen tearing and it's choppy. And I just wasn't happy with that. It doesn't look good. It's not really palatable or watchable. So we had to fix that. And I think we're there. Took a lot of adjustments, but 40 episodes in, we're finally... How did he aggro a... Oh my god, how did he aggro a guard and ratchet? That's so sad. Feels really bad to die to a guard in like a neutral town. What the hell? How do you do that? I wonder if it was like a hunter pet incident, or I feel like that's usually how it is. It's usually like hunter pets fucking it up, because I think even if I saw this recently in the hardcore death clips, and I think it was Guzu's reaction I was watching, and he explained that even in like friendly, once you're friendly with those goblins factions, if your pet uses like certain abilities around them, it pulls them into combat with your pet, and then they're aggroed to you. So feels bad. Big yikes. Really enjoy Guzu. He's one of the WoW streamers that I don't watch his streams. I don't know if he does. I guess he streams on Twitch. That's how he gets footage for his YouTube videos, duh. I don't really watch a lot of like live streams, but I definitely watch a lot of YouTube videos on the side when I'm just gaming and or eating or doing whatever. And his videos are ones I usually enjoy. I feel like he's a nice guy. He's interesting to watch. He knows what he's talking about. But a lot, if I'm being honest, a lot of the other like OnlyFans guild members are not my favorite people to watch. I'll just say it like that. Some of the hardcore death compilation clips are like really frustrating to watch. Not just because there's like people who are just dreadfully bad at the game, and it's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But yeah, just like I guess a lot of shenanigans, we'll say it like that. A lot of people who are really into themselves. I'm just a hater. I'm just jealous, you know. I just want to be a big-time WoW tuber and be able to quit my job and play video games for a living. So I'm just being a negative Nancy. Not really. I don't like expect my channel to like do really big things. I just mostly made it for funsies, kind of on a whim. And that's why my production quality started so poo-poo, because I just like kind of in the final hour leading up to the release of these fresh servers was like, why not? Let's see what happens. And I was just really surprised to see how many like views, I'm not saying it went viral or anything, but how many views my first video ended up getting. It was like kind of a pleasant surprise, and still gets views here and there. And just overall did way better than I could have anticipated. So I got some decent, you know, momentum out the gate. Which felt nice and like motivated me to kind of keep going. Now, the true test is like when I've started to plateau. Like I have recently, kind of a little bit. Like my views per day are just kind of slowly going down because all I'm doing is releasing this episodic content, which don't get like a ton of views, and that's totally fine. I didn't expect them to, because this is also like not the kind of content that I watch necessarily, so I can't expect it to do extremely well view-wise, but you know, this is all I really got in mind just content-wise. I've kind of made a few videos here and there that are like either guide type videos or discussion type videos, and those ones tend to do the best on my channel, but I'm running a little bit dry on ideas for what to do next. So you know, it's okay if there's a little bit of a lull. I'm just gonna pump out some playthroughs on this character, trying to get him to 60 so I can play other classes and or other games. Maybe do some raid content. Raid content might get a little bit more attention, I suppose, huh? It's a little more entertaining to watch people who are constantly potentially on the brink of death. But as a healer, I'm probably one of the safest people in a raid situation, to be honest. It's like tanks and melee DPS who are probably the most likely to get murked. Anyways, yeah, just rambling at this point. Alright, so we're gonna need 6 more tigers. I can't believe that. I actually got that off. It looked like it was still in front of him. 6 more tigers, and then I'll kill a few more trolls on my way north. We'll turn in tigers, and then I'll kill the named tiger mob. Should be able to handle that at my level. We'll go to the coastline and kill some basilisks, as well as do some more fishing. While I'm over here, let's quick check for life root. Sorry, I was not laughing at the person who just died to a neutral mob. That Arachea guy, he does clap kind of hard. I think he's level... Is he level 13 or 14? In any event, he hurts kind of bad, so you gotta be ready for it. Level 58. Oh no, he ran into the patrol. Or he was, for some reason, trying to kill it by himself. That's awful. Poor guy. Level 58. Yikes. I would be devastated. It'd probably take me a while to get back to replaying the same class if I died to 58. I would probably, like, pivot and do something else for a little while. Where's this friggin' life root? It looks like I'm right on top of it. But am I not? Is it like right up here? Bro, can we just turn down the foliage? What is your deal? Why are you so stubborn? This is embarrassing. I'm just fumbling around. It's literally on top of me. Is it like glitched under the terrain or something? Am I just really dumb? Guys, I might edit this out. I'm kidding, but on the real, where is this thing? It might be up here. Oh, it's right there. I just hovered over it. Yeah, okay. Kind of had a feeling it was up on this ridge here, but I wasn't seeing it at first. But I know I moused over it just now, so let's figure out exactly where was it. There, okay. I'm 100% gonna aggro that thing. So actually we're just gonna... Oh, he's a ranged unit. Son of a bitch. Did I aggro multiples? I don't think so. Looked like he had a frost shock ability, so I just gotta be mindful of that. He can chonk me with a shock. No, I did pull another target. Let's get a heal. I want to take this guy down fast. I'll be ready to potion if I have to. But I pulled an oracle from somewhere. Must have been at the bottom of that hill there. He's gonna run out of mana soon. He's gonna run up to me. Hopefully not heal that guy. Let's just heal my... What do we do here? What do we do here? We disengage here. That Moonfire is going to kill that other Murloc. Where is he going? Moonfire is going to kill the other Murloc, so I won't have to deal with him when I go back for the flower, but let's just disengage. There we go. That's weird. I thought I got hit with something frosty, and I was like not seeing the projectiles from frostbolts, so I assumed the hunter just had some weird frost shock type of ability or something. Clearly I was mistaken. But let's refresh here. Reset. Whew. Okay. See, if I was like if I was another class, I probably would have just had to like disengage right away. But since I can change forms and heal myself and stall the fight out, I can usually win the war of attrition. So was it the Lord that I pulled? He has a mana pool, so I can assume that's what was casting frostbolts at me. I don't see any oracles, so yeah, it must have been that level 37. Whoopsies. Gotta be more cautious there, Griffin. No, is this another hunter? No, that's a warrior, so I can roots him. Which I'm gonna do. Hopefully he's not too close. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. And just for a safe measure, I'm gonna roots him again. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Luckily that entangling roots held. Moving on. All that for a couple of flowers, yikes. But did we get a 3-pick on the root? No, it was a 1. Big sad. Alright, back to tigers. If there aren't any tigers up, I suppose I can kill... Okay, he's going that way. I can kill some trolls to stall it for time while they respawn. Because I definitely need a lot more trolls. I want to focus tigers, really. Do one more claw and then a bite. Big crit. Alright, halfway done with tigers. Oh, is that a... It must have been a duel. They have a very similar naming scheme too. Wonder if they knew each other. Any tigers this way? Looks like a negative Ghost Rider. There's one. Oh, that was an SM death I saw. Wonder if there's more incoming. I'm so paranoid about doing some of the middle and upper tier dungeons. I feel like the only way I'll get this character killed, knock on wood, is in a dungeon setting where somebody fucks up. I'm not saying it won't necessarily be me, but it's just the most dangerous place to be in hardcore. Oops, I need thorns back. How long has that been down? 6 minutes, yikes. Amateur druid here, sorry. Is that a steel boom? Did it just get picked right before my very eyes? It did. You son of a bitch. I wanted that. It was mine. I saw it first. Alright, this will be my last 3 tigers, assuming no one else takes these tags. Then we can go back to... Nope. I think he still needs tigers. Maybe not. He's trying to dodge him. No, he's not. He was trying to multi-pull. Because he does need the tigers. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Stop paying attention to what I was doing. Which means turn back, I guess. Let's see if they've respawned, like, more around here-ish. Could be going in travel form for 10% faster movement, but I also just like having full energy so I can go in as soon as I see a target. He's on that one. There's one. It doesn't look like that hunter's interested in him. He's gonna detect me but not see me. Great. And where would the last one be then? Maybe over here? I think I can go ahead and bite now. Ooh, a green weapon. That should sell okay. 65 silver. It's something. And our last tiger. Oh, I still have... Fuck. Still had Rend on. I needed to wait literally 2 more seconds. Let's go ahead and heal myself since we're waiting anyways. My mouth is starting to water thinking about that ramen. I'm super stoked, you guys. I have a nice cold beer or 2. I'm not sure though if I want to try a different style of ramen or if I just get what I always get, which is the classic shoyu with an extra side of broth, because I like to just sip on the broth. It's the best part. Holy. But I like to start with some nigiri because I think it's real tasty. And it's light enough that I can like smash a few pieces and still eat my whole ramen. So as we make our way north, I'm gonna keep an eye out for flowers and maybe pick off a couple of trolls on my way by. But we're mostly gonna beeline it back to camp so that we can pick up the next tiger quest. It'll be a named tiger who spawns on this hill here. Looks like Chandrak is waiting for him. So I might have to also wait for a respawn there. But that's okay, I can just kill trolls in the meantime if that's the case. He should be easy enough to solo at my level. And I can turn in the raptor quests that I've completed, but I definitely can't do the next step yet. Because if it sends me to Sindel after that... Wait, Sindel is the panther. Tethys, I think, is the name of the raptor. He's like level 41, so definitely not ready for that. And then when we get to Bangladesh, we're going to cheese it. Which is, again, I learned, I think, from Guzu. I learned about a kite spot that you can use. And with Druid, it's super duper easy. You just throw out moonfires often enough to keep him in combat with you. And use this like wall to just get him to literally kite back and forth. He never hits you if you're careful about it. And then even after he spawns, the Panther adds at 50%. You just fully ignore those. Kill King Banglash and then run away until his guards despawn, and then you go back and loot his head. The hard part is getting him to the kite spot, because you have to run through territory that's sometimes littered with tigers and invisible panthers, which is obnoxious to navigate through. But as long as you can get him to the kite spot, it's easy peasy, smooth sailing. If you can do that, you got it. Oh no, level 57 died to the fallen heroes because he was looting blood. Oh my gosh. So sad. Uh-oh. A DM death? He's level 26? I almost wonder if he was trying to solo. Because 26 is very high for DM, so if you have a 26 in your group, you'd think it'd be fairly smooth. I guess it depends on what the rest of your group looks like. Is one of these assholes a vendor? I don't think they are. It would have been too convenient if they were. I also never would quest on Fenris Island or Isle in what's it called? Tearsfall Glade. Not Tearsfall, Silverpine. Those satyrs are spooky in Ashenvale as well. Okay. Let's check first if any of these guys... Oh, Sindal is the tiger. What is the panther's name then? I can't even remember, to be honest. Yes, there is a vendor here, and they repair. How convenient. Okay, so we're selling fangs, scales, hides can go, keeping those fish. Guess I can keep the rock scale. Is it worth keeping a single rock scale cod though? No, it's our green. We're gonna sell that. Sweat can go. Keeping blackmouth, obviously keeping our flowers. Let's just go ahead and sell that bandage that I know I'm not going to use. Keep that. Sell off the bread. Tiger meat. I have some of this in the bank, right? If I get some apples, then making a full stack of that tiger meat would be nice. You know, I do have to go to Thunderbluff at some point for cooking. Druid training. That does get me a level, so I guess I'll keep that. Oh, and I can cook it right here. How convenient. Then I can sell it. As I was saying... What was I saying? Roll the clip. What was I just saying? Bro, for real? I have to go to TB at some point to do my druid training. And I know I can... know is a strong word. I'm fairly confident that I can buy apples in Thunderbluff. Do I keep these? That was a pretty solid box. It had a green worth, what was that worth? 80 silver. It also had a silver in it. It had the heavy leather, which sold for 6. Bolts of cloth for 12. Yeah, so that was worth like a gold just to fish up one box. Now, I would have liked a bag, but I'll take some healing and mana potions. I think I'm going to sell that one, though, because I'm about to craft like a boatload more greater healers. In fact, that can go as well, so I can move my water down and drop this down to be with the other quest items. Now, the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. On Self-Found, that sounds like a quest I probably won't be doing. But I'll at least hang on to pages for now. And if I get enough to turn in a chapter, great. If I get close to all 4 chapters, even better. But I'm not gonna farm. I'm not gonna like farm out the pages. My friend's online, who I was hanging out with yesterday. He might wanna do some gaming, but it would have to be after I eat lunch. So I might there might be like a couple or few hour gap between this episode and when I start doing dungeon runs later on. We'll see. I really wanted to do. We were talking about maybe doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke Soul Link through either Gen 2 or Gen 7, I think is Ultrasun, Ultramoon. But he is visiting his parents, so he's been playing from his laptop, which doesn't have his ROMs set up. And I don't know that I could convince him to re-download emulators and ROMs to play Pokemon. So instead we played some Diablo 2 Resurrected, which he already had installed on his laptop. And while I really like that game, it's not, I don't know. For some reason, it's a game I like prefer to play solo, if I'm being honest. Not long ago, I started playing it hardcore, just for the added challenge of things. And I started with Sork, and I think I died like maybe a couple or a few times along the way to leveling her up. But then I got her super high level. She was fucking geared. Well, like, not geared, but she was like getting there. I had a Stone of Jordan. I had spirits, really good quality spirit rune words. I had a near perfect Viper Magi. I think it was 35 all res. It was just missing like 2 magic reduction, I think, from being perfect. And I actually didn't check the defense on it because I don't really care that much about defense. But anyways, really solid gear all around. And then I died to something just retarded. Oh, I was doing lower Curast runs and teleported into the middle of the pack, and I couldn't save exit fast enough. / I just panicked, which is me to a T. And there went my level, whatever, 80-something sorceress. So, decided to pivot to a paladin, because I knew I could level up a paladin very easily and safely, and I did, and in one try I got a paladin to like level 80-something. But god, I just missed having teleport. Teleport is insane. And so yeah, I kind of like fizzled out a little bit on D2R, and that was also leading up to the release of Classic Fresh servers, so it's kind of like hype for that, and now this has taken like most of my attention. I've done nothing but WoW except for a casual playthrough Chrono Trigger pretty recently, which is only like realistically it's like a 20-hour game if you're cruising through it. But I really like to take my time and farm and do all the side content, make sure I've collected all of the chests that I can. Sometimes the puzzles confuse me. I forget how to navigate some of the puzzles. But yeah, I think I put like 25 to 28 hours into that game. And there it was. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hold off coughing for the whole episode. Fell in Brill. Huh? Homie, how do you die to fall damage in Brill? Like, where is there even anything higher than a staircase in the inn that you can fall from? I don't think you can get on top of any of the buildings, can you? Maybe you can. That's wild. Okay, so looks like there's gonna be I don't see a corpse here, so maybe I should just camp this spot. But I'm feeling frisky, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this warrior real quick and then go back and check for Mr. Tiger. Should be able to very easily solo it down, even though I think he's level 37. And we're just gonna cheese it. I actually meant to I meant to post a short a couple episodes ago after we ran Scarlet Monastery Graveyard. You get a quest from an NPC inside the dungeon right after killing the first boss, and he sends you to a little hut, or a little home cottage, I guess it'd be called, lakeside in Silverpine Forest, where you have to kill a human lady. She's level 33 elite. She drops a ring for the quest, which you then return to some dude in Terran Mill. And I just completely cheesed it. With Roots and Moonfire, I didn't take a single hit from her. Never even got close to running out of mana, so Druids can, as long as you're in the open world, the mob isn't too high of a level above you, like 3 is probably as high as I'd push it with this strategy. And they, of course, cannot be immune to nature magic, which is very few mobs in the game, so like usually pretty good using the Roots and Moonfire strat. But yeah, you literally just stand at max range, keep the target rooted, let the root go for its full duration or until it breaks, whatever comes first. You Moonfire it, reroot it, and rinse and repeat, and you just stay at max distance and the enemy can never hit you. And Roots in a single cast of Moonfire is cheap enough that, assuming your Roots lasts for at least like half or more of its duration, you've usually regained the mana you spent back. So yeah, you just kick back. Now I don't have a ton of space to work with here, so I might have to do like a little bit of zigzagging as we attempt to stay max range from him. Especially if he's 37, we might have to spam Roots because we'll get resisted here and there, and it'll also break early. So while in the example I was talking about earlier with the humanoid lady, I was able to kill her without having to stop and regen mana at all. This guy might be another story. Just don't want to miss that tag, and I don't see trolls close enough to his hilltop here to go kill. In the meantime, I want to make sure I'm establishing myself here.